All right, hey guys, Jason here. We're up here, Jimmy Britt, we're wandering around, and we're gonna be talking today about my next truck. What am I getting next? What is gonna happen? Well, you know, we have the ZR2, Tina's ZR2. She is actually sitting in it right now, and she's in there answering some text messages. We're on our way to go do some grocery shopping on a Sunday. But this truck, the original plan was possibly, we just bought this, and she would drive it for another year, and then I would take it over, and she would get something new. Tina has made it very clear that I will not be taking that truck over. She is not giving it up. And then Bella, our daughter, who has drove it a couple of times now too, has made it very clear that when mom is done with it, Bella wants to buy it. Okay, this truck's gonna probably be in our family for a while. Both of them girls, they love it. They absolutely love it. They love how tough it is, the motor, the power, the passing power. They smile every time they drive it. They love it. So I'm not getting it. Okay, so that ZR2 will not be mine. It'll be this thing is going to live as a pavement princess, and I'm 100% okay with that. I don't have a problem with it at all. It's their car, let them do whatever they want to with it, and as long as they're happy, I'm good. So I have to find something new. I'm gonna probably be buying something in a year from right now. End of 2025, I'll be buying something. That's when I'm assuming what it's gonna be. Well, I have owned 40 new trucks. Okay, that one there being 41. That's my 41st new truck that I bought. So I've owned them all. HD, mid-size, full-size, multiples of each of them. I owned them all. And yet I can honestly say that the Gladiator is the best truck I've ever owned. Okay, mine. I have that 23 Rubicon. It is by far the best truck. It is the funnest to drive. It is the most capable. It is the strongest, toughest vehicle I've ever experienced. The things I put it through. I don't put a lot of off-road videos on my channel anymore. I did it for a while last year, and they don't get many views, and they're just not worth it, and it's too much work to tromp through the mud and rubber boots and set cameras and all the BS for the few views that it gets. So I don't make many of them anymore. But if you follow my channel, you know that I spend $200 to $300 a week in the Georgia swamps. I don't have a choice. I hunt for a living. For my other YouTube channels, this is my littler YouTube channel, but for 13 years, I've basically been, I've run my bow hunting channel, and I have my Patreon where all my hunts go. I got all this content stuff that I do for hunting that requires me to spend 200 to 300 miles a week out in the Georgia swamps. It's what I do when I'm not making these. This vehicle does that, and it does it better than any vehicle made today. Nothing. There's no vehicle that can do it as good or as reliable or as capable or as robust as a Gladiator. So a Gladiator, is a natural choice for me. Not only because of what it is and what it can do, but purely because I love it. It is the best, funnest vehicle I have ever owned. So what are we gonna do? Well, we're gonna get a Gladiator in 2025 if the prices are right, and I've said that before. If the price does not work, I will not buy one. I am not interested in window stickers and MSRP. If I cannot get a smoking deal on a new Gladiator, then I don't get a Gladiator, because a Power Wagon will do everything I need to also, and a Power Wagon is not that expensive either. Actually, I can get a tradesman version of a Power Wagon for less than you can get one of these at if you're comparing basically sticker to sticker. You're right on the same ballpark. So like I said, it depends on the deals. If I can get it to work, it will be another Gladiator. They do not have a Rubicon here, but it will be another Rubicon. Rubicon model is what I will get. Let's talk about the packages and some of the things I'll put on it. Well, I want it to be a Rubicon for sure. So I will get a Rubicon. I do not want color match fenders. I like my fenders. I like these. And the reason I like them is they are a throwaway, disposable. These you'd have to get repainted, all that, but these are what I would put on it. I want these. I have them on mine now. They are chipped up with rock chips everywhere, but these are dirt cheap to replace, and they take no time at all. The front ones don't get beat up too bad, so it doesn't matter, but the back ones, I don't want to have to deal with the color match on them. Yes, you can put PPF on them. They already do a little bit, but the PPF does not come up as high as you'd like. Here's where the PPF is. I would actually run that PP, and you can see it doesn't even come all the way to the edges. It's kind of annoying how they do this, how it's not all the way there. I would actually redo this. I would peel that off and PPF this whole thing, and I would come all the way up to here is what I would do if it was mine and I owned one of these. But even that PPF is not foolproof. It does help a lot. I would just rather have the simple fenders on mine. So I want a Rubicon with the simple fenders is what I am after on there as far as that package, and I want the 3-piece panel, or I want the Freedom top just like this, and I want it in this color. I do not want it color matched. I don't see a color matched one here on a lot. I do not, but I want it this color. I do not want color matched on that either. I want simple and functional, and this thing is so well done and so reliable. I love it. Think about that. If you get into hail damage even on this thing, this top is so strong, and then you got a bed right here with a cover on it. You got these kind of fenders. The only thing in your vehicle that can get damaged from hail is basically the roof and the cowl. Or I mean the hood and the cowl. Everything else, like I said, so you pretty much almost have a hail damage proof vehicle right there, which is kind of a nice feature. But I would want a Rubicon for the front and rear lockers. I want it with the simple fenders on there. I do 100% want the winch and steel bumper kit on the front. Now, I do not see one here anywhere that offers that right now, but it is not an expensive option. Wrangler offers it in a package for $3,500, which gives you some really nice features. I do not see one on here anywhere. They do not. But I would like to have the stock steel bumper, and I would like to have the winch package if they can. If they don't do a winch package, I may do it myself on there. But this is the color that I want right here. This is what it'll be like. Just like this. I want that new color 41. Which is gorgeous. Look, it's not even, I mean, there's tan on a ZR2. Here's this green tan. You can kind of see the differences on this color 41. But what I really like about this is it is not too dark and it is not too light. It is not going to show scratches very well. It's going to clean up well, and it's got everything we're looking for. And it just looks really, really good. It's beautiful color, aggressive setup. I will run 35-inch tires like this has on it. I will run 35s. However, these are a 1250. I will run a 35 1150 like I have right now on my Rubicon Gladiator. I love that tire combination. They look amazing. They don't add a ton of weight, and they're not too heavy, and they're not a pain. I don't have to re-gear, yet I get the extra clearance of a 35 and the extra footprint of a 35. Love it. Here you can see what a 35 1250 looks like in the width of that, and a lot of people like that. Okay, they even have to put extended fender flares on here to keep this thing from throwing rocks everywhere. But I mean, that looks nice. I much prefer the look like you're seeing on these Willys here of a skinnier tire and taller. And I would get these, that's a 33. I want 35s and a little bit wider so they look proportionate, but I like that approach better. I'm not a fan at all of the wide tires. I do not like wide tires. They don't serve a purpose for me. So in my opinion, it would be a Gladiator Rubicon, this color, these fenders, and it would be this setup, that top on it, and we would put our winch on the front with a bumper, with the steel bumper if we can, and we will call it good. If I can make that happen towards the end of 2025 and I can get the right deal on it, that is going to be my next truck. That is exactly the route we are going to go with, and I am super excited about it. I like the updates in the 2024, and the Gladiators and the Wranglers is all basically the same. I don't care for the windshield being in or the antenna in the windshield like they have now, but I love the way they've integrated this screen into the dash. I love the look and layout of it. I love the Jeep logo in this one in the seat like that. I'm not a fan of leather seats, so I won't have that. I should have said that. I will try to get cloth if I can. I want cloth seats in the Gladiator too. I'm not a fan of leather, and I also don't want LED lights. You can see right here we got the LED headlight package. I don't want that. I'm okay if it has it, but I really don't want it. The reason I don't is because of the fact that with the those headlights, they're expensive to replace. Where I can put some last fit, I put last fit headlights and fog lights in it, and I can put the whole thing to LED through like a company like Last Fit, and I could do the whole thing for like $150 for everything, and they're gonna work just as good, if not better. But then it's just a bulb. If a rock cracks that housing on here, they're expensive. For a normal one, without the LED option, they're dirt cheap, and yet I get the same performance. So for me, I'd rather put my own LEDs in than buy it with an LED package. My choice, you do whatever you want to. So that's what I'm thinking and looking for my next truck. That's the route I'm thinking about going. A color 41 Gladiator Rubicon, standard model, cloth interior with the plastic, non-color match fenders, 3-piece hardtop, automatic, 3.6 is what we want in it, and that's it. That's what it is. And then the only mods I'm gonna do is the tonneau cover, and I'm gonna put the 3311 or 35 1150 Falcon Wild Peaks on there, and I'm good to go. So let me know your thoughts. What do you think? Think it's crazy? Think it's a smart one? What do you think of this color? What do you think of the Gladiator? What do you think of the choice? Let me know. Thanks for watching.